I will be focusing on sex during and after pregnancy. Much of this can apply to anyone and their intimate relationships. Now, this is a topic I used to not be comfortable discussing out loud, so if there's any moments of discomfort for you, know that you can change and step out of your own box. So, let's begin. Okay, so during pregnancy, your body is going to get big and beautiful. Allow yourself to love on your body, love your new shape and size. This is a time to embrace being big. Being big means being beautiful and supporting new life. So when you love your own body, you allow your partner to love on your body. When you look in the mirror, say to yourself, I am big and beautiful. Being round is sexy. You are transitioning into role of mother, and this is a big role to fill. So we are embracing this bigness, not trying to be the skinny little stick figure. Embrace the bounty and let your body glow with inner contentment. And then give yourself at least a year after pregnancy to find your new shape and body that you're comfortable with as a mother. Yes, you can let go of your post-pregnancy jeans and find new mommy jeans, and this will help you step into this new role of motherhood and let go who you were before. Now it's time to be creative with positions. And that's all. I'm not going to explain or show you different positions here. I'm not going to demonstrate. This is time for you to tap into your inner creativity, feel what works for you and him, try explore different things. Once you open up one door, lots of other doors will open up. You will see. It's like traveling to a new country. It might be a little scary at first, and then you fall in love even more and more. So if you didn't know, the energy to make the baby is the same energy to get the baby out. So practicing your sexuality with comfort and embracing this sexual energy, not being afraid to tap into it, will help you birth in more power and strength. So give yourself permission to embrace your sexuality unapologetically and creatively. Practice the art of surrendering. Birth is a huge moment of surrender and letting the literal, mental, and physical letting go of a child you have grown. So when your head can let go, you can practice letting go physically, and this will make your birthing experience easier. Thus, sex can be used as a tool to practice surrender. So in birth, you are going to experience different feelings, waves of emotions, waves of physical sensation, contraction. So thus in sex, practicing just feeling and allowing yourself to feel whatever is going on, feeling the maybe discomforts or the pleasures, and just allowing, see how much you can allow. And then of course, if it goes beyond a boundary, speak up or make a sign that this is enough. Otherwise, allowing yourself to practice being aware, fully aware, embracing sensations going on. Pain doesn't always mean a bad thing, and this is especially true during birth. And knowing that there are other ways to be intimate beyond sex, and this is really important stage for the father to find ways to build a relationship and bond with a child. It can be really foreign for the father, like they don't feel it, they don't see it, they see your belly growing and they might think you look beautiful and they're excited, but it's a different connection. So making time to sit together, place his hand on your belly and just let his hand be there, let him just feel, and maybe a kick will come, or just maybe he's feeling an energetic connection to your baby. You can have him rest his head on your belly with his ear to your belly and just trying to hear the heartbeat, and just feeling and hearing whatever's going on in the belly, or having a moment just to rest his head on you and be really close to baby. Gently massage your belly. I like to have my feet massaged. There's so many pressure points in the feet and toes that are connected to the belly. So this can really help with digestion, especially when you're growing a large baby in your belly. And then, of course, preparing your partner for after birth. Talk to him, tell him you need him to show up and love you in different ways than before. A lot of men's love language is physical connection, and they will need to find other ways to be physical and intimate with you for at least 6 to 8 weeks. I suggest telling them 8 weeks because then you don't feel the pressure if you're not ready because you had said 6 weeks or so. If it comes earlier and you're in the mood, that's fine. But if not, give yourself that space and him some mental preparation. And throughout, reminding your partner that this is just a phase. Baby really needs you, and it's really challenging on you, and you will get back to making commitments to your relationship, of course, but this is just focused time. It's like a super tiny little fragile seedling that needs all the love and attention in order to grow. It may be challenging for you, and it's hard to find the time and energy. Using your words to thank him for all he does for you, even just bringing you a cup of water or cleaning up the dishes behind you. Just say thank you and tell him you're grateful for all his hard work and support. And then prepare yourself, because your libido is going to change. You might not be in the mood for a while. With my first child, it took me about 6 months to a year to really want to have it again regularly. But then by the time I had my fourth kid, I was like ready within a month or a month and a half. But then make sure you don't get yourself in this rut of like, well, I just can't find the time. I have no energy. I'm overwhelmed. I know, but sex can actually help you get out of this funk and this fatigue. It can bring back your energy and have you do a little physical workout, but you don't always have to be on the active end. You can also be on the receiving end, but that's part of the communication. And like, our partners aren't mind readers, so I know it might be hard to communicate, but it's important to communicate. And different ways you can do that can be leaving a note for your husband or partner. You can text them, get them just kind of little kissy face and in the mood, and say, hey, I'm excited for spending time with you tonight. And that might get you in the mood as well. You might say, hey, can you first massage my back for 5 minutes, or just rub my arms and legs gently, and go from there. And I find this one pretty important. Let him know that it's okay for him to take care of himself. A lot of men in our generation did not grow up maybe with a healthy relationship with masturbation. So they might have never been told that it's okay, and they might feel this guilt or carrying this guilt from their younger years where they felt they were doing something wrong or whatever. So that can be a challenge for many men, and when his loving partner tells him, hey, it's okay to take care of yourself, it's actually really healthy for you, and I'd love for you to have an outlet for your energy. And that might help relieve some pressure on your end if you're not feeling up for it or ready yet. But it is important to find intimate ways to bond and connect and keep supporting your relationship, because when your kids have a strong foundation of a mother and father, they can grow into really beautiful, strong children. Also, after birth, you might not have the same kind of fluids flowing out of you so naturally and quickly. That was the case for me, so we always have a little container of coconut oil or almond oil, some form of natural lubrication. It's really great to have it in an easily accessible bottle so it doesn't cut the flow. And yeah, sex can be really healthy and helpful for you, even if you're in a rut. I used to be like, oh, I'm in a bad mood, I don't feel like doing it. But actually, you can help yourself get out of that bad mood and say, I'm just going to release everything through this connection tonight. So you can both set your intention for sex that night and say, this is what I desire and this is what I want. It could be big or small. It could be, hey, I want to smile more tomorrow, or hey, I want to sell our house in a year. Whatever it is, sex is super powerful energy that you two are coming together to create, and it doesn't have to be creating a child. So what is it that you want to be creating? So setting your intention, knowing why or what you're having sex for, can help you get in the mood, release pains, release bad moods, release anger, release sadness, bring in more joy, bring in some energy, some exercise. Don't neglect it. So allow it to be a healing bond. Allow yourself to let the stress float away. Allow yourself to be in connection, in love, in acceptance, wherever you're at. All right, we're almost done here. Last part is on how to make the time and energy for sex. Being a mom can be super sexy. I know sometimes, especially in the beginning, you're covered in pee, spit up, boogers, but embrace it. Embrace the messy, rock the messy. When you're wearing like old rags or old tees, you're not gonna feel as great. So maybe having like a colorful, sexy robe, and like who cares if it gets stuff all over it, just let it be, you can wash it. Have a sexy pajama or a beautiful outfit that is easy to throw on, that's loose and comfortable and makes you feel good and feminine. A person told me they felt sexy with long red nails and that just helped them and helped their mood. You know, that's her thing. Another girl said she likes to wear high heels during sex and that helps turn them on. So you do you. And communicating if you know what like does turn you on. If like for me, watching my husband dance while doing the dishes and just kind of being silly, or having him make the kids laugh, just really excites me and makes me happy. So I tell him that. If he's at work and I know I'm like feeling in the mood or I'm missing him, I'll tell him and I'll be clear with him and say, can't wait to spend some time with you tonight, kissy face. Okay, now this can work for some people, is making a schedule, like actually planning it in. After having children, I definitely have to schedule in my showers, and that might only happen every 4 or 5 days. I don't know, like there's a lot to do. So scheduling in your intimate time. So maybe this is once a week on hump day, maybe this is every other day, maybe this is just on weekends, you know, whatever. Find what works for you both and just plan it and then stick to it. This way your husband or partner won't feel let down when you say no. And then when it is an on night, you know, and you're ready mentally, you can prepare for it, you can get excited for it because you know it's that night. And it's just a commitment. It's a commitment to love. It's a commitment to embracing wherever you're at and sharing that with your loved one. Next one, wearing sexy lingerie, a sexy underwear, sexy bra, and allowing him to see you in it for a bit and just feeling you in it, or he can massage you while you're in this nice underwear, and that helps turn me on too. I've decided that after my period is over, which can be about 6 days, then I'll wear some sexy lingerie and he knows my period is done and it's time for us to bond again. Another way to keep intimate, which doesn't have to be sex, can be trades. I like to receive massages and he likes to receive oral, and it just works out that way. What is it that you love most about your body, and how do you want to share that or exchange that? I was struggling with my libido, was listening to Juliet Allen podcast. She's a sex therapist and she talks on A to Z topics about sex, and she has a cute Australian accent, and I just love her stuff. So check in the comments below, I'll put a link there. Might be hard to listen to sex podcasts with kids around, but headphones. Then if you can, finding time to shower together. I know this may be super rare, but just slip it in here and there, wash each other's shoulders, wash each other's hair. And lastly, noticing moments of pleasure throughout your day. Like what brings you joy, little things, a cup of tea, cup of coffee, smelling flowers, snuggling your little baby. Just bringing awareness to the joy and allowing yourself to be in moments of joy together. And allowing yourself to have these moments of joy, to receive joy, and to bring in more joy into your day, into the little things. Okay, let me know in the comments below how your libido is after pregnancy, after birth. Has it changed with multiple children? What works for you as a couple? Your ideas may really inspire and help somebody else. Thank you so much for listening today. Okay, bye-bye now and enjoy.